Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And today we have ourselves a quality check with Tesla's best-selling vehicle, the Model Y. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So all right, we have ourselves yet another quality check with the Model Y. And this happens to be the gray, long range, upgraded interior, and matrix LED headlights on the long range. So let's do ourselves a quality check. And a quality check is basically going to be checking out the quality of these current Model Ys. And we're either going to give it a pass or a fail. So taking a look at the left side, taking a look at the hood, taking a look at the bumper. We want to examine it from left to right. We want to make sure there's no paint discolorations, paint defects, and anything that's out of place. Now let's move along here to the driver's side wheels. Now let's take a look over here at the driver's side door. And it's nice and flush. Now let's take a look at the beautiful interior. This door handle, which this is just a sticker, it peels off. Let's check over here. Let's check the rear, see if it's flush. And that gap is nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. Excellent. Taking a look at the rear. Taking a look at the back. Onto the right side. Make sure to examine all sides of the vehicle. Walk around the vehicle at least 5 times whenever taking delivery. This gap on the left side is phenomenal. All right, so far from what I'm gathering and what I see, this Model Y definitely gets a pass. Now let's take a look at another Model Y. So I had to go back to the car and get this instrument right here, and this is a veneer digital caliper. It's going to measure the size of the gaps. Now let's move along to this Model Y, and this happens to be the white. Also the long range, new headlights, and let's move along here from the left to the hood to the bumper onto the right side. Let's take a look at the beautiful wheels. These are the latest builds. Let's take a look at the interior. Beautiful. Beautiful. So these recent Model Ys that I'm seeing, the gap seems to be a lot better. See, that's 2 millimeters. Definitely like what I'm seeing. The build is getting better. Definitely what I'm seeing from these latest builds, that the build is getting better. They seem to start to address, finally, the gap issues. So for 2023, hopefully the gap will become non-existent and the build quality should be as good as the Model 3. So this Model Y will be receiving a pass. Now let's move on to another Model Y. All right, so this is our final Model Y, and it happens to be the Performance. So the Performance Model Y, as you may know, gets all the bells and whistles, gets the matrix LED headlights, the upgraded brakes with the suspension, and it is a little bit more costly. So let's continue on with this quality check. Taking a look at the left side, taking a look at the hood, taking a look at the bumper. On to the right side. Now let's take a look at these beautiful Uber turbine wheels. Let's take a look at the driver's side door, making sure that the gap is as thin as possible. Now let's take a look at the beautiful interior. Do the door test. Okay, so this door is poking out. It is not flush. We do have ourselves an issue. And this door right here is poking out. But the gap right here, let me measure. 3 millimeters, which is excellent. Taking a look over here on the rear. Make sure to check that your spoiler is attached on properly. I've come across vehicles with the spoiler not being attached on properly. Now let's take a look at the right side. So this gap here on the right side is about 4 millimeters, which is above spec, but 4 millimeters isn't something that I would have a lot of concern about. If you are nitpicky, you might want to have them address it because they do consider 3 millimeters within spec. But for me personally, from what I've seen, I would consider anything above 5 millimeters to be something that I would have a little bit of concern about. So I will be passing this final Model Y. So basically we've gotten a chance to take a look at 3 Model Ys today. Is the quality improving? I would definitely have to say yes. So if you're thinking about ordering a Model Y, why don't you head over to Tesla.com and order yourself a Tesla today. All right, so that's all I gotta say. So thank you and have a nice day. Hey, would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.